So what you just saw me run outside to grab was this, a luggage scale. You guys probably saw my man Max Tuning use this. What we're going to be using this for is when we do banded work, so banded deadlifts, banded squats, banded bench press, whatever the program calls for, this is a way to measure the amount of band tension you're getting rather than just estimating it. So when you set up the band to the bar, you actually use this luggage scale, hook it up, and then pull on it, and it will tell you how many pounds of tension you're pulling. So this was about $7 on Amazon. I haven't done any band work yet, so I'm not gonna get into that. But I do have to give a shout out to my man, Travis. I talked about Travis here on the channel before, Travis S Fitness. A package shows up at my door. It doesn't have a name or anything on it. And I open it up and this is right on top. This note that says, "Thanks for being such an awesome rich homie, Travis." In there was this jug of PES chocolate peanut butter cup protein, which he swears by, says it's one of the best flavors he's ever had. He also gave me a box of these Warheads, a Chipotle gift card. Travis, man, you did not have to do that. We got something coming your way, but honestly, man, thank you so much, and I'm going to be using this very soon. And these, and this. Hey!
You didn't bring me Starbucks.
Connor! Hey, thanks for sharing, bro.
You didn't bring me any?
This is from this morning.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Oh my god.
You put Vasky in your coffee?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a heart attack.
Hyphy mud? Nice. Right, 15 calories. My cardio is done. Alright, so today is active recovery or optional day. Got Connor behind the camera, and we do our bodybuilding type higher volume movements today. I've been starting these workouts with pull-ups, and my goal is to get 50 pull-ups, and each time I do this, decrease the amount of time it takes me. So I got the stopwatch. From the first week to the second week, I decreased the time. Right now I'm at 5 minutes and 47 seconds for 50 pull-ups. We're gonna beat that time today. And essentially what I do is, my first set I could probably get about 15, but I don't wanna fatigue myself too much on the first set because following that I'm gonna be tired and I can only do mini sets of like 3 or 4. So the goal is to save and reserve a couple of reps each mini set and just get that 50 done in as quick as possible.
So you guys might have heard me say in a recent video how pull-ups are a challenging exercise for a lot of people, and some of you watching this might not be able to do one, where some of you could probably do 50 or 100 like it's no big deal. Now I would love for you guys to try this out and give me your feedback. For those of you who are getting better at pull-ups, try and do 50 and let me know how long it takes you, and then go ahead and send me like a Snapchat video or tag me on Instagram, Fusaro50, or go ahead and put it in your YouTube video if you have a channel. And if you're someone who doesn't think they can get 50 in under 10 or 20 minutes, then give yourself an entire day, a whole workout dedicated to just trying to get 50 pull-ups done. And it doesn't matter if it takes you an hour, it's still something that you've accomplished and that you can work towards to get better at. And that's something that I'm doing. You guys notice that I can fatigue very easily after just a mini set of 3 or 4 pull-ups, and that has to do with muscular endurance, and that's what I'm working on getting better at. So it's always fun to challenge yourself in new ways, and this could be a new way to do it. So if you do try this out, please let me know.
So I beat my time from last week by over 30 seconds. I'm happy with that. I still really need to improve my pull-ups. And I've mentioned this before, it's one of those things that if you don't do it often enough, you will start to lose that motor pattern, that strength, that muscular endurance. So that's something that I'm working on. And week to week, I'm sure I'll just get better at it to the point where hopefully I could just bang out 50 in a row. But until then, we'll keep working.
That's it. And again, 5, 6, 7, double touch. Side and side.
All right, so after that, we moved on to some cable chest flies. And pretty much how this works is we have our active recovery or optional days, and they are our higher volume days where we can throw in any exercises we want that won't interfere with our performance and recovery for the following sessions. So prior to this day might have been a dynamic or a maximum effort bench day. So we were working bench, we were doing some triceps, chest. Now the following day, we could throw in some isolation and accessory movements for upper body, since the following day will be a lower body workout. And then after the lower body workouts, if you have an accessory day or an optional day or an active recovery day, you could do things like sprinting, you could do some isolation leg work like, hamstring curls or leg extensions or any of that. Again, as long as it's not interfering with your ability to recover for the upcoming workout. So that's what I'm really liking. I'm getting the benefit of working on getting stronger through the compound movements. And then I also get my bodybuilding higher volume work in, which is what I enjoy because we all like to get that pump. And take a look at those stretch marks right by my shoulders and chest. A lot of people ask, how do you get rid of those? Guys, I wish I had the answer for you. Some people will tell you that you can use different kinds of cocoa butters and vitamin E oils and all that stuff. I really don't have the answer. They do fade over time, I will tell you that. I was overweight as a kid my whole life, and I had them all over my stomach, and they're dark red, and then they just start to fade into a white scar. So, hey, if you have stretch marks because your muscles are growing, you earned them, don't worry about it. Just keep training hard, and don't try and, stress over things you can't control. All right, so next up, we're moving on to rope face pulls, and you guys might have seen this performed differently by different people. So the first grip that I'm showing you is a basic traditional overhand grip, and this is how I used to do them, but one thing I didn't like is that for some reason I felt it a lot in my traps and not enough in my rear delts. So then I started to experiment with a different grip, which would be an underhand grip like this. And the reason I like this grip is because when you actually pull back, you can force your shoulders into external rotation, so really turning them outward, so you're still hitting your rear delts, but you're also working on your shoulder health as well. And one more thing you'll notice is that I am slightly leaning back. So that also took away from my rear delts, and this is all just my personal experience with doing this exercise and trying out different grips and positionings. So this one coming up has to be my favorite one that I've tried so far. Is that first off, I lighten the amount of weight that I use, and then I grab the rope from the bottom of the handle. So I'm not doing a traditional over or underhand grip, I'm just grabbing the handles and I'm actually leaning forward slightly. And now what I'm thinking about doing is pulling my elbows apart throughout the entire range of motion. So by holding the handle like this, it allows me as a mental cue to really think about driving my elbows outward and squeezing my rear delts. And the best thing you can do is, if you have a training partner, have them tap on your rear delts so you could feel that muscle working, because that kinesthetic awareness is the best thing that you can get when you're trying to train a specific muscle, especially a smaller muscle like the rear delts that are difficult to hit in the first place. So if you guys do face pulls currently and you're having trouble feeling your rear delts work, try out this grip and focus on keeping those elbows up. Don't let them drop down, and don't just think about pulling straight back. Also think about driving the elbows outward throughout the entire range of motion. So definitely give this a shot and let me know what you guys think, if it helps you hit your rear delts a little bit better. And last up, we just hit some dumbbell lateral raises and some curls. Nothing really to talk about too much here. If you guys want to see maybe instructional videos on things like lateral raises or curls, I'd be more than happy to do so. But what it really comes down to, and why I'm giving all this information on the face pulls and whatnot, is simply because everyone performs exercises differently, and there is no right or wrong way. Now, there is proper form, but there is no perfect form. So if you're doing something the way someone else does it because they have bigger muscles than you and you're not feeling your actual targeted muscle work, then you need to change something up. So don't be afraid to experiment with different form, even if other people aren't doing it. And you may find out that simply changing up an exercise a little bit can make a huge difference. So that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you guys as always for watching. I appreciate the support. If you missed the previous video, you can go ahead and click it right there. It will open up in a new window. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do so before you go. And if you're interested in becoming a certified personal trainer, the NASM is still offering a free 14-day trial. So if you're trying to help other people make some gains, there will be a link in the description box below so you could start your 2 free weeks. And that's www.myusatrainer.com/Matty. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you in the next video.